Good morning, my dear students. I'm sure you all must be fine at home. So today I have a new thing to teach, that is Chapter 7, Word, Order and Sentence. So today we will be learning about word order and sentence. So let's start. How do we generally identify a word? A group of alphabets which have meaning can be termed as words. I repeat, a group of alphabets which have meaning can be termed as words. Let us take an example, children. Here we have P-O-T, T-O-P, O-T-P, T-P-O and O-P-T. Now we can see some words they don't have any meaning, but some words they have meaning, like P-O-T, T-O-P and O-P-T. They can be pronounced as pot, top, opt. Now all these three words have meaning, so we can say that only this three group of words or letters or alphabets, they can be termed as words. We can say that these three letters or alphabets can be said as words. So what we learnt is that letters form words and words form or make sentences. So words are grouped together to make a sentence. Now let us make some arrangement of words. Let us see some more examples. This is a book. Now in this sentence, there are four words. This is a book. So when they are arranged in a proper way, we can read and understand the sentence that this is a book. Now we will be again moving to another example, children. Dog is barking. Dog is barking. Now here there are three words. Dog is barking. From this we can understand that the dog is barking. So this is a correct sentence. It has some sense. Now again another example, children. Is drinking milk cat. Does this arrangement of words give any sense? Of course not. So we can't say this is a sentence. This is not a correct sentence. So here we can change the order of the words to make a correct sentence. Cat milk drinking is it a correct sentence? Oh, of course not. It's not a correct sentence. So the correct sentence will be cat is drinking milk. Now another example, kite the flying is. I don't understand again. Now let us again change the order to get a correct sentence, children. The kite is flying. I'm sure all of you could do it. The kite is flying. So this is how we arrange the words to form a correct sentence. Another example we have, table is a this. Oh my God, what's this again? I don't understand. Now let's again arrange the words. This is a table. I hope all of you understood this. Now this one is for all of you. You can do it yourself, I'm sure. Playing is cricket Deepak. Deepak is playing cricket. I am sure all must have done this. Let's understand what is a sentence. A group of words that are used to express a thought and that makes sense is called a sentence. I repeat, a group of words that are used to express a thought. That means certain words, when we put them together to express a thought and that makes sense, is called a sentence, and it must be having some sense. Previously we all got through some sentences and they didn't have any sense, so they are not sentences, children. That's why Here we have a meaning of a sentence, that is when they are put together and they are able to express a thought and it must be having some sense, then we can say that as a sentence. So when we speak, read or write, we make use of complete sentences. Yes, that is right. A sentence always begins with a capital letter. I am sure everyone knows this, and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark or exclamatory mark. And now we will be learning about parts of a sentence. Now every sentence has two parts. I repeat, every sentence has two parts. That is subject and predicate. There are two parts of a sentence, children, subject and predicate. We'll just put an eye on your book. That is, a sentence has two parts, part 1 and part 2. That is, part 1 is the noun and part 2 is all that is said about the noun. So here, the noun is the subject. We can name that as the subject, and all that is said about the noun, that can be said as the predicate. Now let us look into some explanation. As we already know that a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense, like Mary is a good girl. Now here, parts of a sentence, generally children, there are two main parts of a sentence, that is subject and predicate. Now subject, that is the part of a sentence that names a person or a thing we are talking about, is called the subject of the sentence. That means here whatever we are talking, about whom we are talking, like the name of the person or a thing, that is said as the subject of the sentence. Here I have a sentence, he is waiting for me outside. So in this sentence, he is waiting for me outside, who are we talking about? We are talking about he. So he is the subject here, and the entire part that is left, is waiting for me outside, is the predicate. I'm sure everyone understood. Is waiting for me outside is the predicate. Now he is the noun and all that is told about the noun is the predicate. I'm sure I'm clear. We are going to play cricket. Now again, who are we talking about? That is we. So we is the subject, and all that is left or all that is said about the noun is the predicate. That is, are going to play cricket. That's the predicate. Tina is sitting on a big chair. Now who are we talking about? We are talking about Tina. So Tina is the subject. Then whatever is left, is sitting on a big chair, is the predicate. I'm sure everyone is clear. I have few more examples here. The monkeys are eating bananas. They are going to the mall. We are having a party. She is looking pretty. Now we have to find out which is the subject and predicate here. So let's do it. So in the first sentence, the monkeys are eating bananas. The monkeys is a subject. Are eating bananas, predicate. They are going to the mall. They is the subject. Are going to the mall is the predicate. We are having a party. We is the subject. Are having a party is the predicate. She is looking pretty. She is the subject and is looking pretty is predicate. I'm sure I'm clear. I'm sure all must have understood the parts of sentence Let's repeat again. There are two parts of a sentence, that is subject and predicate. The noun is the subject and all that is said about the noun is the predicate. Noun is the subject and whatever we say about the noun is the predicate. And we can also say that the predicate contains the verb. The predicate contains the verb. Now here in your book also you can see that is part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is the noun, that is the name, place, animal, bird, thing or a pronoun. And part 2 is all that is said about the noun. This part contains the verb. That means the predicate contains the verb and subject only has the noun or the pronoun. I am sure everyone is clear about the parts of a sentence. I am sure everyone must have understood the chapter. So we learned what is a word, what is a sentence and the parts of a sentence. And if you have any doubt, we will be clearing that in the online class. Till then, be safe at home. Have a good day all of you. Bye-bye children.